Most Americans are sitting on income they do not even know exists. Not because they are not working hard enough, not because they do not have enough skills, but because nobody ever showed them the 8 specific income streams that ordinary Americans are quietly using right now in 2026 to generate hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars of extra cash every single month, without quitting their jobs, without taking on massive risk, and without needing a large amount of money to start. Today, I am going through every single one of them. What they are, how they actually work, what they realistically pay, and exactly how you can start building them starting right now. Welcome to Wealth Analysis Network, the channel that delivers deep, honest, research-backed financial analysis, so every person watching has access to the financial intelligence that actually changes their income and their life. If you are new here, subscribe right now because every single week we bring you the kind of knowledge that most people spend years trying to piece together on their own. Today, we are going inside the 8 hidden income streams that ordinary Americans are using to make extra cash in 2026. Not theory, not fantasy, real, accessible, proven streams that are working right now. Let's go through every single one. The first hidden income stream is one that most people walk past every single day without realizing its earning potential, and that is high-yield savings repositioning. As of 2026, roughly 20% of American households report earning passive income from sources like dividends, interest, or rental properties. But the vast majority of Americans are still keeping their emergency savings and short-term cash in traditional bank savings accounts, earning a fraction of 1% in annual interest. High-yield savings accounts and money market accounts at online banks are currently paying between 4 and 5% APY on the exact same money, FDIC insured, just as accessible and completely safe. $10,000 in a traditional savings account earns approximately $1 per year. The same amount in a high-yield account earns over $400. That is a hidden income stream you can activate in 15 minutes without doing any additional work, just by choosing where your existing cash sits. The second hidden income stream is dividend investing, and this is the one that ordinary Americans who are quietly building wealth treat as the cornerstone of their passive income strategy. When you invest in dividend-paying stocks or dividend-focused index funds, the companies you own share a portion of their profits with you on a regular basis, typically every quarter. Real estate investment trusts are required by law to pay out at least 90% of their taxable income to shareholders, making them one of the strongest sources of passive cash flow available, with average dividend yields ranging between 3.5 and 5.5% annually, accessible through any standard brokerage account with no landlord responsibilities. The compounding power of reinvested dividends over time is one of the most reliable wealth-building forces in American financial history, and it begins working from the moment you make your first investment. The third hidden income stream is digital product creation, and this is the one that has created the most new earners in America over the past several years with the lowest barrier to entry. One content creator made over $80,000 over her lifetime as a self-published author, writing a book once and collecting royalties every time it sells. The principle applies across every form of digital product: an ebook that solves a specific problem, an online course that teaches a skill you already have, a Canva template, a printable planner, a set of professional guides. Digital products require real effort to create once, and then they generate income automatically every time someone purchases them, whether you are awake, working, or sleeping. Platforms like Etsy for digital downloads, Amazon KDP for ebooks, and Teachable or Udemy for courses make distribution completely accessible to anyone willing to put in the creation work up front. The fourth hidden income stream is one that most people overlook because it requires a physical asset they already own, and that is renting unused space. Renting a parking space in a high-demand area, near commuter hubs, downtown districts, concert venues, or sports arenas, can generate consistent monthly income from an asset most people consider worthless. Beyond parking spaces, homeowners and renters alike are generating income by renting spare rooms, storage space in garages or basements, and even driveways on platforms designed specifically for these micro-rental opportunities. In major markets like New York City, taking on a roommate can cut your housing cost by nearly $1,800 per month, which is effectively income generated from space you already have. The asset is already sitting there. The question is whether you are going to let it earn for you or let it sit idle. The fifth hidden income stream is freelancing your existing skills, and this is the fastest path to meaningful additional income for the majority of Americans who already have a marketable skill they use exclusively at their primary job. Roughly 1 in 4 American adults currently has a side hustle, and the ones generating the most income are built on skills the person already had: writing, graphic design, web development, accounting, marketing, social media management, video editing, virtual assistants. Every single one of these skills commands real hourly rates on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, typically between $25 and $75 per hour depending on the skill and the experience level. Someone who dedicates 10 hours per week to freelancing a skill they already possess can realistically add $1,000 to $3,000 per month in additional income within the first 90 days of consistent effort. The key insight that most people miss is that this income does not require learning something new. It requires monetizing what you already know in an additional market. The sixth hidden income stream is peer-to-peer lending. And while it carries more risk than the previous income streams, it offers returns that significantly outperform traditional savings instruments. Peer-to-peer lending platforms match investors willing to lend money with vetted borrowers, with average historical returns of around 5.3% and potential returns as high as 5% or more, depending on the loan type and risk level selected. The income is generated through interest payments made by borrowers on the loans you fund. Platforms like Prosper and Lending Club allow you to spread your investment across many loans simultaneously, reducing the impact of any individual default on your total return. This is not a zero-risk income stream. Defaults happen, especially during economic downturns. But for Americans who want an income stream with higher yields than savings accounts and lower volatility than stocks, peer-to-peer lending represents a genuine and accessible option in 2026. The seventh hidden income stream is car advertising, and this is one of the most genuinely surprising entries on this list because it requires no skill, no time investment beyond a simple application, and no changes to your daily routine. Companies pay drivers to wrap their vehicles partially or fully with advertisements, and drivers can earn between $100 and $400 per month depending on their location, their mileage, and the specific campaign they are selected for. If you drive regularly, to work, as a rideshare or delivery driver, or simply as part of your normal daily life, car advertising turns those miles into passive income with zero additional effort required beyond allowing the advertisement to be placed on your vehicle. Some companies prefer newer vehicles and set minimum mileage requirements, so eligibility varies. But for those who qualify, this is as close to genuinely effortless extra income as any income stream gets. The eighth and final hidden income stream is credit card rewards optimization. And this is the one that most financially sophisticated Americans are already using to generate hundreds of dollars annually from spending they were already going to do regardless. Strategic use of rewards credit cards, particularly taking advantage of sign-up bonuses that can represent the equivalent of 20 to 40% cash back in travel value or statement credit on initial spending, generates significant income from consumption that occurs anyway. The critical rule that makes this income stream work, rather than destroying your finances, is absolute non-negotiable discipline. The full balance must be paid every single month without exception. The moment you carry a balance at 23% interest, the rewards are immediately wiped out and then some. But for Americans who treat their rewards card exactly like a debit card, only spending what they already have the cash to pay, the rewards represent a genuine and consistent additional income source from everyday purchases, including groceries, gas, utilities, and subscriptions. So here are the 8 hidden income streams that ordinary Americans are using to make extra cash in 2026. High-yield savings repositioning that turns idle cash into passive interest income. Dividend investing that pays you a share of corporate profits on a regular schedule. Digital product creation that generates sales around the clock after a one-time creation effort. Renting unused space that monetizes assets you already own. Freelancing existing skills to clients who will pay real market rates. Peer-to-peer lending that generates interest income above traditional savings rates. Car advertising that pays you for miles you were already driving. And strategic credit card rewards that generate income from spending you were already going to do. None of these require a large starting investment. None require quitting your job. All 8 are available to ordinary Americans who understand how they work and decide to start. If this video gave you a clear and actionable picture of the 8 income streams you can start building right now, please give it a like and share it with someone who is looking for ways to earn extra in 2026. Subscribe to Wealth Analysis Network if you are not already part of our community, because every single week we bring you the deep, honest, research-backed financial analysis that helps everyday Americans understand the system and build real wealth inside it. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 8 income streams are you going to start building first? I read every single one. See you in the next video.